Hello everyone. Today in this video I am discussing about linear control system lab experiment. A control system is a system of devices that regulates, directs, command and manages the behavior of other devices to get the desired output or desired result. In this experiment we studied about some basic control system program. So this is our first experiment, and the main objective of this experiment is find out the transfer function of the given system. To perform this experiment, we need a PC with installed MATLAB software. Here, one single system is given. You see, this is your single system, and it's denoted by Z, and the system value is s plus 1 upon s square plus s plus 1, and the input applies to this system is your x of s, and output we got y of s. So from this system we find out the transfer function in the given system first theoretically, and we know the transfer function is actually ratio of Laplace transform of output to the ratio of Laplace transform of input. So here first find the transfer function of the system. Whatever the system is given, z equal to s plus 1 upon s square plus s plus 1. Then another connection or system is given which is in series connection. Here you see two block. In control system these are called block. Okay, two block is given z1 and z2, and the value of z1 is s plus 1 upon s square plus s plus 1, and z2 is 10 upon s plus 4. So similarly, input we apply x of s, and the output of z1 is y of s denoted by y1 of s, and final output is your y of s. So solve this theoretically and then find the transfer function of this system. Here is the final transfer function of the given system. So for series it just multiply these two blocks z1 and z2, whatever the value it's having. And next is a parallel connection. This system is connected in parallel. Here z1 and z2 is given, and value of z1 is 10 upon s square plus 1, and z2 is your s plus 1 upon s plus 6, and output of z1 is y1 of s, and output of z2 is y2 of s. And for parallel is just summed up over there the output of two blocks z1 and z2 is your final output y of s. So first solve theoretically for finding the transfer function. So this is your ultimate transfer function y of s upon x of s, which is g of s. Okay, solve yourself. Okay, next connection is your feedback connection. Okay, you say here first input applied to a summing point. This point is called summing point. You say symbolic representation of summing point is like this. Here plus and this one is minus, and then first one block is applied here z of s, another block is your h of s. So whatever the output we get from z of s, its feedback or feed to the h of s and feed to the summing point or input side. So this is the theoretical solution of this connection. You see, First you see y of s equal to, we got here the output after summing point x1 of s, and this multiplied with g of s. So in this way we just solve this and finally found the transformation of this given system, okay, which is g of s upon 1 plus g of s into h of s. This one is for negative feedback. For positive feedback, here we got g1 upon g of s upon 1 plus 1 minus for, if your feedback is positive, then we got here negative 1 minus g of s into h of s for negative feedback. By putting the value of g of s and h of s, g of s is here given s plus 1 upon 2s plus 3, and h of s equal to s plus 2 upon 3s plus 2, and then find the overall transformation of the given system. And then one system is given which is your unity feedback condition. Actually in this condition you say same here, input applied as x of s, and then one summing block is given, and here g of s is given like this, s plus 1 upon s square plus 2s plus 1. Here your output is directly fed to the input, okay. Here value of hs is 1, okay, so that's why it is directly connected over there from output to input summing point. Similarly you calculate the transfer function of this given system, whatever I show you earlier. So overall transformation comes y of s upon x of s is your g of s upon 1 plus g of s. Actually here the value of h of s is 1, okay, and this is your next command or next program in convolution. Actually in convolution, here we know the convolution in time domain is simple multiplication in frequency domain, okay. So you say this is your convolution expansion in time domain y of t equal to x1 of t star x2 of t, okay. This is a convolution symbol. Now converting into s domain, and here we write y of s equal to x1 of s dot x2 of s. This dot simple define simple multiplication, okay. So this is just multiply to values of x1 and x2 of s, okay. So now we are going to perform this program using MATLAB. So we will write the program in the MATLAB. So I will show you one program, or how to you write the program or enter the values of the different connection, whatever I will show you. So first you write CLC, which means clear the skin, and then close all, clear all. In the right hand side I will write your the command description. A percentage sign is used, means it will disable this thing, it will not work, okay. Same you define the first single system, whatever I will show you, its numerator as well as denominator. part and then take the transfer function of the numerator as well as denominator, and then we just run the program, and after that we'll got the output. Okay, and after that you write the program output here. Okay, in this way you just type the program. Now I'll show you how to enter or type the program in the MATLAB. So here you see this is the install MATLAB software icon. So click over it. Actually I already open one MATLAB window, you see. So when you click over it, then its MATLAB window comes like this. Okay, so actually MATLAB is a software package for performing different numerical computation operation or visualization, and MATLAB having different inbuilt command or function to perform different technical operation programs. Okay, and the name MATLAB simply stands for Matrix Laboratory, and MATLAB having different window. This MATLAB having different window. Here you see one window is given, command window and editor window and workspace. Okay, so to start the experiment, to write the program, we just first click over this new script file. Okay, you see one editor window is appear. In this editor window we just write the program. Okay, so first whatever I will show in the video, first we enter or type CLC. In the right hand side we just write the description of the command whatever we use. So it means using a percentage symbol we just disable this line. Okay, whatever I will write after this symbol. Okay, so it is defined as clear screen. So similarly you write close all, after that you press given colon and then clear all, and in the right hand side you write the command description, close all figure window. It means close all figure. Okay, in this way you write the whole program for different connection. Okay, so I will just show you whatever I will do. First I will save one program for you. So this is your first program for single connection. You see, first write CLC, then clear all, close all. Clear all means clear workspace and close all means close all figure window, and then define numerator value. Actually in this numerator you just define okay, you see here the value of z1 numerator part is s plus 1. So in the MATLAB you just write the coefficient of this s. Here coefficient of s is 1 comma 1. So in this way we define the numerator and then define the denominator part also. So here you just define, for defining denominator we write here highest coefficient first s1 as 1 s square as 1 comma 1 comma 1. Okay, in this way we define the whole program. you say numerator part 1 comma 1 and denominator 1 comma 1 comma 1, and then take the transformation of this numerator as well as denominator. So for finding the transformation of the system, we write z equal to tf within first bracket n comma d. So here we use one common tf for finding the transfer function. So then click over it, then save the program, place over here or here, and then save the program, save as or save as. Actually this program is already saved here, you see. Okay, so and all the program whatever I will write in the script file or m file, it will save as dot m. Extension is the save of the script file or m file as dot m. Okay, so I will press over run. Then if this window will come, then you just click over add to path and you will just get the output at the command window. Okay, this is the output of this first program in a single system. Okay, now I will show you the second. Okay, this is the series connection. Now we'll just perform the program or experiment on this connection. Okay, here we just multiply the two blocks values z1 as well as z2, or you can individually define. First define the numerator value and denominator value of z1 and then z2. Okay, okay, you say this is your next program. In this program is the same. We first write or define CLC, clear all closure, and then define the first z1 block or z1 system value, numerator as well as denominator, and then z2 numerator as well as denominator, and then we use one command series. Okay, series within first bracket you write n comma d, and then n1 comma d1, and then take the transformation of this n3 d3. Okay, actually you can perform this program using another way also in the MATLAB. So we just perform this program using m file or script level or by writing the program. Okay, you can do it another way also. Okay, so after completion, writing the completion of this program, you just click over run and got the output in this command window. Okay, so similarly you perform or use find the transformation of the all the system. Here okay, wait. Okay, this is your another program for parallel operation. Okay, so similarly you define all the thing for parallel operation, and here we use parallel command to perform the parallel operation, and then after writing the all the command for this program, you just click over this run button and find the output in the command window. So similarly I will write all the program for parallel and then feedback, unity feedback and convolution. Similarly, you see, you first write all the things for feedback. This is your feedback connection program. Okay, here we use one command feedback and then take the transformation of the feedback output. Actually, whatever the feedback operation is performed, this output will save in this two data and 3 and D3, and then take the transformation of this two data and will got the whole transformation of the feedback system. Similarly, for unity feedback, this program is unity feedback. So define CLC clear closure, and then here one command is used, cloop. Cloop means close the loop with unity feedback. Okay, and then take the transformation of the system, will got the output for unity feedback system. In the cloop you can write -1 also, okay, for negative feedback. Okay, you see, this is the output of the unity feedback. Okay, when you actually by default whatever the output shows, when you not type or enter any value after D1, is just take the output response, show the output response for negative feedback. For positive feedback we just put +1 over there. Okay, and you see the output. You see, when your feedback is positive, your output will be changed. Okay, for here also, here you use a feedback command. When your feedback is negative, it not required to write name -1. When your feedback is positive, then you have to enter the positive feedback value as 1. Okay, in MATLAB it is by default taken for negative feedback, it not required to define. And this is the last program, which is convolution. Similarly, you define CLC, which means clear screen, then clear all, clear workspace, and close all figure window. In the right hand side, you always write the command or program description. Okay, and then define the numerator x1, and then define the denominator of x1, and then define the numerator of x2, and then denominator of x2, and then take the convolution. Here we use convolution command to perform the convolution of the system. Okay, so convol first numerator with second numerator n comma n1. Okay, and then convol first denominator with second block or x2 denominator, and then take the transformation of this 2, and we got the whole transformation of this system using convolution operation, convolution command. Okay, so this is the first program of basic control system lab. Okay, to perform or to prepare a lab report, we just first write the experiment number, and then write aim of the experiment, and then theory, whatever I will discuss in the video, write yourself, and then you should write the theoretical output also, whatever we got theoretical output from the theoretical data, you write the theoretical output also, and then write the program in your copy and write the program output, and after that you write comments comments or conclusion of the program. Okay, and then send your lab report. Okay, thank you.